The main purpose of UN Sustainable Development Goal 11 is to make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. Over 1 billion people live in poor neighborhoods worldwide, and life in impoverished areas is becoming more crowded and polluted due to an increasing population. Cities occupy just 3% of the Earth's land, but account for 60 to 80% of energy consumption and at least 70% of carbon emissions. And without proper sustainability within these cities, the Earth will suffer due to a lack of resources and increased global warming.
By 2030, we want to ensure access for all to adequate, safe, affordable housing and basic services, and upgrade impoverished areas since the current conditions are uninhabitable and overcrowded. The UN wants to be able to provide access to safe, accessible, and sustainable transport systems for all, since most urban areas worldwide have very poor access to public transportation of any kind. By 2030, we also want to improve infrastructure in cities so that those living in poorer urban areas are more protected from disasters like floods, hurricanes, and earthquakes. Any one of these disasters could level entire buildings in these areas due to their poor and dated construction.
Lengong Valley is a poverty-stricken area with little to no outside help, but the UN hopes to reduce and eliminate all kinds of hunger and poverty in Lengong, give equal access to good quality of education for everyone, prepare youth for their education and work life, and increase awareness on healthy living. First, the UN is working with local nonprofit organization RWCTF to start a food bank that will supply food to the needy. Secondly, the UN will provide affordable tuition classes for all youth and gender. Finally, with the help of the Department of Health, the UN will test all residents using health screenings and provide free health consultations.
The biggest problem we believe that achieving this goal will have is that there are far too many slums out there and far too many people to reach for this goal to ever be achieved by 2030. The number of people is so high that there needs to be some sort of relief plan that can meet all the needs of these people. Without some sort of new affordable housing, people living in poverty are simply moving to other impoverished areas. Just like with any of these sustainable development goals, you can't just stop the problem, you have to find a solution.
Although sustainable development is still a work in progress, there have been several developments that have improved this overall goal of decreasing the global and urban population that are living in these harsh environments today. One example of an improvement that has been made is between 2000 and 2014, the proportion of the global urban population living in slums dropped from 28.4% to 22.8%. This one statistic alone has drastically impacted several lives living in these harsh environments. There is no doubt that we as a society have a long way to go, but the progress we have made thus far is a good start.